kickoff at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Here we go, my partner Greg Olson set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They're led by the former Longhorn. At quarterback, it's Quinn Ewers.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
The first carry here for Devon Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, here's Ewers. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
15.
Here's Ewers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Benito Jones. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And into the hands of Woody Marks. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Ewers now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's caught! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 39 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Malik Washington. Touchdown, Miami. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. The Lions, big target. The tight end Stover. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
It's a gain of 16
Stroud connects
yards.
with Collins, and it's a 1st down for Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all. That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense. Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Minka Fitzpatrick multiple times All-Pro in his safety spot to record the sack.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
What are you doing? Come see this.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action with Ewers. Look wide, get this one complete, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, it's Ewers. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Big Sheldon Rankin. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Ewers. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground is Marks to open the drive. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Michigan man Kenneth Grant, drafted 13th overall, there for the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one is caught by Collins. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
47-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To throw is Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It is a big-time play for Houston. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Looking to set up the screen, but it's broken up and incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with AJ. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. And they're making that happen.
In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake, and now it's Ewers. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Third and 9. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Texans offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll go again with Marks. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and...
We are through 1. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins, so they come to the line for 1st down and 10. on play action. Stroud, as they've done it with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Inside give to Marcus. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and
2. Here's Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 43-yard
Some
line.
defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle, ball falls incomplete, and now brings up 4th down.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Ewers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To Darren Waller. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Ewers. To the outside. He's got Waddle. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A quick throw right side, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down and 8. They'll go play action with Stroud. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Stroud. Incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. Ahead for about 4 yards. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is fourth down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll try it now with H-Chan. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Handoff here, and it's Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A second down throw for Stroud. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Stroud to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
3rd down and 7.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Now, Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
My jersey. Put me in the game.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans move out front. It's 9-7. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They're going to run at the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins
Off the bootleg, it's Ewers. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Throwing again is Ewers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again with Ewers. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I really like the job the defense is doing, Mike, disguising what the coverage looks like before the snap and what the coverage actually is after the snap. And I think the quarterback's having a hard time really figuring out what am I looking at, where are my targets, where's the coverage holes. And I think it's led to some really big plays by the defense here in the first half.
Now a screen set up for Achane. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
offense on fourth down.
Is a turnover on
You know, Mike, I
down.
can tell you from experience, when you put together a drive of that length, the amount of plays that had to be put in to move the ball that far, and then to come away with no points, that's a tough one. That could be a real deflator for an offense.
Texans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
One final throw before the break. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Marks. He'll manage only a couple. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third and 7. In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Whoa! And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
To throw is Ewers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. A run here with Achane. He'll push forward for about a yard. Miles Bryant there to bring him down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Man in motion, heading right. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
3 yards.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 9.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The Texans getting all set to punt. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll work this forward to the 35. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. On the ground, here is Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll toss it here to Achane. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
8. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Ewers. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
Oh, that is terrific.
The Texans
Out of
take over
bounds,
first and 10
inside the
at their own
5-yard line.
4-yard line.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's the veteran, Dario Ogunbowale. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Ogunbowale. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this 1st down. But with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps him short of the 1st down.
Here comes a return, and they'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Achane, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Achan. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Come on, Achan. Touchdown, Dolphins. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to open up the lead to 8.
Texans 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To start this drive, and a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. Look at that, slinged it across his body and connected. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down for Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. After a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. Nice job pushing through the would-be top 3. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Once again, it's Chubb. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
That's another Texans 1st down. First and 10 at the 21.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll run. This is Gerard Jordan. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
17 yards. That's another Texan.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Cade Stover. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for
Now,
the
Stroud.
two-point conversion.
He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing is Ewers. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. A run with the fullback, Ingle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Vikings on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
In motion, it's Waddle. On third down, it's Ewers. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard
And if he's
line.
late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
This one is caught by Kirk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Kirk is the motion man. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A loss of a yard on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll run. It's open for Waller. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Robinson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He's going to air this one out. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Ewers. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Ewers looking to throw. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now. Ewers sending it deep for Waddle. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. A run up the middle with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Space to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Javon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself.
Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the time...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Stroud to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here, Mike.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Stroud. That is the Pro Bowl safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to extend the lead.
The score, Dolphins 34, Texans 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
2nd and 10. To throw is Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.